Hello everybody, and welcome to another chapter creation guide for the first founding chapters and one of the second ones that were missed out. We're going to start with the Raven Guard. Homeworld, strength just under below because of the heresy, they never really recovered after that. Cooperation's high because the Raven Guard are good guys. Purity, stability, they're the right amount. Ambushes, that's self-evident, as is lightning warriors, as is scavengers, and melee enthusiasts because they were good at melee. And sieged and splintered, which is also obvious. Right, homeworld, deliverance, which I wasn't sure if it was under personal rule or planetary governor. I think it was planetary governor, actually, so we'll just leave it like that. Hunting the hunter, that makes sense for the Raven Guard. Default, psychic powers because, whatever. Victoris Aut Mortis, that's the name of their battlecry. This is all in the original mod, by the way. Original alpha, by the way. Standard color scheme. These are all the correct names for all of the positions in there. I've checked them off against the 40k wiki plus Lexicanuim to make sure they were correct. More Dephram and all the names on the left. Missing Bleacher Gland, that's the Raven Guard gene seed defect. Means they can't spit acid, which isn't that bad, actually. And everything else, is normal. Cavalry and Shrike, awesome badass. Annoyingly, you can't actually equip them with lightning claws for stupid reasons, so power fists and a plasma pistol, I'm afraid we'll have to do. So yes, no, that's the Raven Guard, and without further ado, we will move on to the Imperial Fist. It should be fists, but the game won't let me add the S. Once again, standard sort of stuff, founding chapter. Fleet-based, because that's what they are. Medium strength. It should be higher, but best I could do. Cooperation, above normal. Purity, stability. Siege Masters, self-evident. Slow and purposeful, self-evident. Borders, because they were actually really good at fleet warfare. And bolter drilling, because they're good with bolters. And sieged, because that's the Imperial Fist's basic attitude. Flagship is Phalanx. And their recruiting world is actually Terra, which is pretty cool. There's the Imperial Fists were the only ones that could really, recruit from Terra. And moving on. Oh, sorry. Should have corrected this earlier. My bad. What was it again? Glory to the Primarch Progenitor, and his glory. To him, his glory. Fuck it. Just write glory to the Primarch Progenitor. The whole full battle cry is stupid anyway. By the way, this is in the mod just because I didn't want to avoid any legal issues. So apologies. Just imagine there's a model in the side there. And yep. Everything else. An active submembrane and Bleacher's Gland are the Imperial Fists one. The submembrane I think is to do with sleep pattern, and the Bleacher Gland is, spitting acid again. Von Hagen, because it says it isn't actually Lysander, despite what common opinion is. Because he was a bit of a twat and got most of his company wiped out. So, Von Hagen is the current chapter master of the Imperial Fists. And from there we go on to the Black Templars. Yes, something they actually let me have the full name this time. Icon, founding chapter, fleet-based, full strength, because what else? Cooperation, medium, purity, stability, and where they need to be. Melee enthusiasts, enemy fallen, because I couldn't really get enemy everybody in there, annoyingly, so I went with what I could. Lightning warriors, because they're pretty brutal assault. Psyker intolerant, and splintered. So, yep, it's all good. The Eternal Crusader, which is their flagship, and their recruiting world, that's just one of them, but that's the closest I could get, and Apprenticeship as their aspirant trial. No pity, no remorse, no fear. I think everyone knows that battle cry. That's all of their color scheme. I've changed all their stuff on the right. Those are all names that are correct. And we'll move on. Once again, as with the Imperial Fists, the same, gene seed defects. Moving on to Helbrecht, Mastercrafted Power Sword, Combi Melter Gun, Born Leader. By the way, in that page it should have had Grimaldus, that's the Master of Sanctity, but annoyingly it wouldn't let me have it, so just add that in yourselves. Now we go to the White Scar, because once again they wouldn't let me have the S, because they're annoying. Homeworld, standard strength, cooperation, purity, and stability are really high, because that's the gene seed. Black Rage, it actually mentions that there's a defect with the White Scar gene seed. That means they, go nuts and attack each other become savages in the middle of battle, so I just added that in there. Passive supervision, because, government, they don't really have a government on the planet. For the Khan and the Emperor, standard sort of battle cry, standard color scheme. All of the names are correct. Once again, as checked off on Lexicanuim and backed up with the 40k wiki. All of these names are also correct as well, according to the White Scars' own customs and rules. Kind of odd, really, but White Scars will be White Scars. White Scars, aside from that one gene seed mutation I mentioned, don't actually have any overt mutations, so that's why their gene seed stability is so high. Jubal Khan, he actually has a power spear, but Relic Blade and Plasma Pistol was the best I could do. So, is what it is. So yeah, cheers lads for checking out this little playthrough of mine, and I hope to see you again another time.